Okay, so I'm sorry that I've taken so long in updating my Tumblr. Pretty much this week's been hectic. That's like the word for it, because there's nothing else. There's no other word. I've just been all over the place and stuff. And so I haven't had time for anything, but I've made time for this. And I actually made a video earlier this week, but surprise, surprise, I got interrupted by my sister. And then I got all mad at her and then just kind of gave up on the video because it was just like, it's like me, like half of the video I realized I forgot to like stop it, so I was just like screaming at my sister for half the video. And I just couldn't be bothered to edit it. I just want to like, I didn't have time that day and I just couldn't be bothered after it. So now I'm just making a brand new one because the house is empty and it's much easier to do this that way. So last I told you I got a haircut, and what else did I tell you after? No, that's about it. So catching up on that. First of all, happy Halloween! I said that in my last one because it was Halloween the day I made it, but it's a bit late now. I was just like saying how I remembered Halloween last year. Not last year, 2 years ago, and I don't know, I like Halloween. There's no Halloween here in Brazil, because Brazil, no offense, Sophia, but it's stupid. And they don't give out sweets to anyone. And we were in the middle of exams, so we couldn't really throw, like everyone's like, oh my gosh, we should have a party and stuff. I'm like, yeah, well, someone do it, but no one was willing to, because exams and stuff. But yeah, so exams, that pretty much sums up my week. My past 2 weeks, like there was a holiday on Wednesday, but only a Brazilian holiday, so in the end, like because the GCSEs are British, they didn't have a holiday, so we had to go into school anyways, and I had to go into school today, which is Saturday, because I was sitting my exams for Headington, and that was horrible. I am pretty much dead tired by today. Like yesterday, there was a point like I just couldn't anymore. I was like so scared I was gonna fall asleep in the exam, but I didn't. I had to focus because it was history and English, and those are the two I'm most worried about. And the day today is really nice, and I'm thinking of going to the beach now, except no one's available, so I'll just be like a loner and go to the beach by myself. But I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna like chill. Oh my gosh, I had to tell you guys, it was like, oh, she's not that exciting. Okay, it's just like yesterday, it was the walk of terror. I'm gonna like explain to you why. Like yesterday, it was just, oh my god. So I had exams like during the day and whatnot. I had history, English, and I had horse riding. So I was like, yes, but at the same time, I was really sad because it's the last time I was gonna go horse riding here, and I got all emotional, and because not only am I on my period, but also like, you know, apparently stress makes me emotional according to my parents and my sisters, and I've just been getting, the other day I nearly started crying because people weren't coming down for dinner. That's how emotional I've been so far. But so yesterday I was like saying bye to the people, and I was like nearly in tears, except there's this guy, I don't understand what he says, and then he's really nice, but I just never understand what he's saying. But I said bye to him, and then there was this new guy, like this new teacher, and I said bye to him. He's kind of just, yeah. And then I said bye to the other, like the ones that have been there like the whole year. And then one of them like completely like unacknowledged me and was like, I was like, oh, I just came here to say bye. And then he was like, he like didn't understand that I was saying bye, or I don't know if he did. Pretty much he just kind of like, just, oh, okay, hi. And then he left. And I was like, okay, bye, cool, you know. And I said bye to the other one, and he was pretty like nice about it, even though I'm sure those people hated me, but I still don't care. I was horse riding, and I went and said bye to the horsies, and then yeah, that was it. And that's when the walk of terror began, because my dad came. He was supposedly gonna come pick us up because we have no car. Well, we do, but he had the car. And then he was like, oh no, I'm deciding I'm gonna like walk. So he's like, who wants to walk with me? And so like Gabby, Pal, and I decided that we were gonna go with him, and my mom and my grandma would take the car. But the thing is, Gabby's really sick. But like, it was just like a cold. It was like she has a cough and she hasn't gone to school and she's had a fever and stuff. But she was okay yesterday up until like she spilled like cold water all over her like shirt, which made her even sicker apparently. Cause so we leave the horse riding place thing, and then Gabby's like, I want to run, and she just had a Coke. She just finished a Coke, but we didn't like realize this, and so we crossed the street. We were like on the Ciclovia bit, and then she's like, oh, I want to run. So, you know, I run with her, like, at her pace. And she starts, like, she stops and she's like, okay, I'm tired. And we're like, okay, we'll just walk now. And then she starts coughing. She has this coughing fit. And she just starts, like, spitting everywhere. The spit was black. My dad was, like, not realizing this. And then it was, like, me just, like, looking at this black spit. I'm like, oh my god. She's, like, spitting up blood and stuff. Turns out it was just the cold coming back, but, you know, I was freaking out. And then, so we just like, okay, I calmed down. She calmed down. And we just kind of kept on walking for a bit, but, like, everyone was already staring. And it was just, like, nasty stuff. She was, like, just spitting everywhere, like, coughing. And I was, like, I was seriously scared. She was gonna, like, not be able to breathe or something. And she was like, I want my mom. And my mom was in the car, like, probably at home already. And we just kept walking. And then suddenly she starts coughing again. And, like, she pukes, and it was nasty, because she had just had pão de queijos, and, like, some red drink. So, she just pretty much, like, puked up pink. She looked like a unicorn puking up, because she just kept puking up pink, and this was, like, right in the middle of, like, the cycle path. And, like, people kept, like, walking past, and then it was just kind of, like, oh my god, it was, like, people were, like, having to, like, skid, like, not skid, like, go around the puke, and Gabby and I, she just kind of kept going, and it was just like, oh my god, what do we do? And I was just like, okay, let's just keep walking. My dad didn't want to touch her, and then so I was in charge of her, because Paolo was also too freaked out. And you know me, but because I was the oldest, I had to like go in and like save the day. Well, I wouldn't save the day. It was just kind of like go in and make sure she wasn't puking on herself and she wouldn't choke on it. So then we just kept walking, and then she started laughing, and she was okay for a bit. And then, like, 2 minutes later, this drunk guy comes up. It's like, remember the Sandman in front of, like, ShopRite or whatever? It was like that. He started kicking him up to us and started talking to Gabby. And, like, my dad and I got, like, really freaked out. But, well, he didn't really get freaked out. I got more freaked out. But then he was just kind of like, okay, we got scared. But then he just kind of, like, walked past. He stood on the puke. I'm telling you, it was disgusting, but whatever. Poor guy. I don't know what to make of this situation, but so we just kept walking. Gabby kept like crying every once in a while. She's like, I puked up pink, what's wrong with me? And I was just like, oh, it's okay, Gabby, you know, like trying to calm her down while I was like inside. I was like panicking. And then, okay, we're nearly there. We're like a few blocks away, and we're at the traffic lights, but they're like one of those traffic lights where you have a street and then there's like an island and then you cross again, except we got to the island bit and then the other one turned red, so we couldn't cross, so we were just like stuck on this island with like 3,000, actually it was only like 8 other people. And Gabby decides she needs to puke again, so she starts coughing and coughing and like puking up pink. It was so great because it was like pink and everywhere, and everyone was just like staring at us. And like my dad had just come from like the office, so he was like all dressed up for some reason. He had like some meeting, and Gabby puked all over his shoes. It was like her shirt was like black because it was like she in the horse riding place she got it wet. I told you that. And then with the dirt from the like dust from the horses, she got like it was like all dirty, and then the pink from it was disgusting. I swear, like she looked like a hobo kid, but it was just like, oh my god, what did I do? She started crying again, so we couldn't run because she felt sick, but we couldn't like walk any slower because otherwise she'd like start having another panic attack and like puke again. And we finally managed to get home, and what a relief that was, because it was like, I'm telling you, yesterday we just named it the Walk of Terror for a reason, because it was seriously like an hour walk turned into like, oh, I don't know, it was just horrible. But apart from that, then I just kind of got home and slept. Well, had a shower and slept because I was really tired. And yeah, that I caught you up. I'm sorry this video is so long. Oh, you guys are not going to get to the end of this, are you? So hopefully I won't have to edit this video, and you guys are just gonna have to deal with my stupid faces. But okay, bye. Hope I talk to some of you soon. Okay, never mind. I'll tell you guys about it later. Okay, bye.